Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I cannot find the live on Facebook, so I don't know if we're even streaming on Facebook right now. Let's see if I can maybe go to Enlightened World and see if it's on there. Something's off, but good morning. It's Wednesday. Okay, looks like we're on Enlightened World Network. Hi, Blue. I don't know what's going on with, geez Louise. Don't know what's happening here, but I can't find the live, so I can't even share it out to you guys. So if you're finding it, which obviously some of you are, there it is. Just crazy. I see Eugene. Hello. And Annie and Kathy. That was so weird because I turned on to Angel Speakers and it wasn't there, and I went off of it and I came back and it wasn't there, and I went off of it. Anyway, something's messing with me this morning and it doesn't feel good to be messed with. So I'm just now sharing it out to all of you so we can get the family in here. I don't have to give it to Eugene because you've already got it. Yeah, it's on there now, but it took it like over 2 minutes for it to get onto the page it was supposed to go to. Whatever. I'm not in the mood to argue this morning, but I am letting everybody know that we're on. So if you want somebody in here, share it to them because obviously it's kind of difficult to find it. Okay, enough of that. How's everybody doing? Make sure my sound is off. Everything is working perfectly. Something's messing with technology because it's not a happy camper this morning, but I am. I'm going to stay in my high vibration, even if Facebook and social media is messing with it. So let's go into our hearts. Hand on your heart. Slow down the breathing. Let's just pour some love right into our hearts as we connect heart to heart. Breathe in love. Breathe out love. Hold somebody in there. Hold the thought of a friend, an animal, a place. Give a big heart hug. And let's just see what's going on with the family. Good morning, Catherine Kovacs. Good morning, Deirdre. And Gizmo's still not eating. Okay. Well, when you're not feeling yourself, you don't want to eat. But I know that his little body needs food. So let's send a lot of love to our Gizmo this morning. All right, so how's everybody doing? It's Wednesday, it's prayer day. So we're going to be lifting up some names and lifting up some places and getting everybody in sync with bringing that good vibration. Brandy, you're here this morning. I'm so glad you came in. And Charlie is watching. Hello, Mr. Charles. Cheers, everyone. All right, so what's happening? Catherine, you're feeling better today than you did yesterday. I am so glad. We sent you lots of love yesterday. And Catherine, how's your mom doing? We have both of you on our prayer list. So hopefully there's miracles taking place. I'm going to intend that. There you are, Charlie. We all see you now. Hello, hello. All right, so it's Wednesday and we're moving right along in this month. It's already day 4. And if you all haven't jumped into the World Peace Meditations yet, that happens every day until the 21st. The 21st of this month is International Day of Peace. But before that, hi, Auntie Jean. I see you now. Brookie, good morning. There's Sally and Tony. On the 11th, a week from today, I'm celebrating 4 years of the Peace on Earth tour. I think it needs to be a special day. I think something needs to happen on that day. So maybe we can figure out what that might be. Catherine's mom is getting fluids drained from her tummy on Thursday, and she's doing all she can. Okay, well, we're surrounding her with love and surrounding you with love as you all go through this journey. Doing all she can to get better. Yeah, wonderful. Mental attitude makes all the difference. So I think I can, and I am healthy. Just go ahead and keep putting that message into your body, and let's pour it into those who are struggling right now, especially our little gizmo. I know that he's very special to our blue jean, just as he is very special to me. So we're lifting Gizzy up today. Kuan Yin says, your path is before you now. Even if you sometimes lack confidence to trust in the path that you are upon, know this: you cannot miss your destiny. I shall guide your feet and inspire your heart to keep you true to your rightful divine life path. Trust me, trust yourself, and take your journey now. We've had this one come up a few times lately, and I think it's a message that Kuan Yin wants us all to understand, that we have a purpose when we come here as humans. Sometimes we're so caught up and distracted in this human life that we forget to just take that time to open up and take that time to reflect and to really understand more about our journey as a spirit being. The human journey is important. This is our school. Remember, if you were like me, when you were in school, your mind would wander. Sometimes I had a boring teacher, and I would just sit in class and I would daydream looking out the window, or I would doodle on the paper. Anybody else here doodlers? I mean, that was the thing to do, right? To pretend like you were taking notes and you're actually just drawing little stick figures or something else on the paper, or you were writing notes to classmates. So sometimes in life, we do that. We just get so distracted by what's going on with our human self and those around us that we forget that we have a purpose here. And when we step back and become the observer, then we can see more of what our path is, and we can understand more fully those things that happen to us, the experiences of life. We look at them and we're like, oh, I thought that just happened, but it was actually in my path for a reason. Nothing happens on accident. There are no coincidences. Once we get that, then it's a more beautiful journey, and we can look at everything and see the purpose and see the power in it. It is our Joanne's birthday. She flew back home last night, so hopefully she'll pop in this morning. She had a visit with her mom who just had surgery. Thank you, Deirdre, for reminding us. Hello, Julie Kiss. And who else's birthday? I'm missing something. Your granddaughter's birthday. Well, happy birthday to her. And Sally, I saw your comment that you were a doodler too. It was the thing to do, you know. And did anybody ever draw the little puppy dogs? That was one of my favorite ones to draw. But yeah, it's just distraction. Life can be so full of distractions that we miss the whole point. But the important thing is we can get back on track, just like what Kuan Yin was saying. Trust in the path. There's that trust word, which I dearly love now. I was talking to a friend of mine last night about trust. Good morning, Andrea. And she's going through a lot right now. So I'm going to want to put her in our prayers as well. But when you trust, when you know, you know. And if you've come to the point where trust is no longer a bad word, and it's something you can say with joy because you know that everything is taken care of. Everything is working perfectly. Who said that earlier? Blue, I think, said it. And that's a teaching from our Marietta. And it has stuck, and it's what we live by here on the Morning Cuppa and in the Angelic River family. Everything is working perfectly, and our Hope is here. Good morning, Hope. And Sally says, I would get my work done in 15 minutes and bored the rest of the time in class. I know, right? It was like there were some classes, I don't even know how I made it through the class because I never was able to focus in on what was the lesson that was being taught. And so I had to catch up a lot with notes and reading. Good morning, Joanne. But anyway, when I teach now, I want to make it exciting. I want to make it interesting. And that's what's going to happen tomorrow. Can y'all believe it's here? Tomorrow night, Michelle Landers and I start the class Think and Grow Rich, which I have changed that name to Think and Grow Abundant, because we're talking about whatever is our heart's desire. What do we want to call to us? And I know for many, there's a need that you are trying to manifest. But let's look at everything that your heart desires. What is it that you want? And what can you bring to you? And Joanne, I hope you're going to have an amazing, amazing birthday today. Happy birthday to you. And we love you so very much. Brandy says, I'm grateful for my new sis, Yvonne Davidson. She's very kind and welcoming and loving, and I'm so grateful to the universe for putting her in my path. Awesome. Bring her on here. We'd love to meet her as well. All right, so Joanne's getting lots and lots of happy birthdays. And I don't think I missed any of your messages. Just doing a check-in this morning. Oh, there's Kathy's prayer for my brother Joe Ketterer, as he has surgery Friday to remove more cancer growths from his bladder. He is on our list, our Peapod prayer list. And just making sure that I didn't miss anybody that's here. All right. Yeah, I had a little glitch this morning and couldn't find the live. And I was freaking out because I thought maybe it wasn't connecting, although I had all the buttons were pushed for it to go live. But anyway, you're here. Thank you for being here. Oh, she's Tony's cousin. Awesome. And how's our Tony doing? You know, we lift up Sally and Tony. We lift you up every day. And I just pray that things are going well in your world with your physical health as well as enlightenment. And I know, Sally, you went through a real struggle there with physical health for a while and mental health with with having all the meltdowns. But I think that you're on the right track. I think that you're doing well. I get really good energy from you. And we're still getting lots and lots of love to our Joanne. There she is, Yvonne Davidson. Hello, good morning, and welcome to the morning show. We're a beautiful, loving family here that just takes everyone under our wings that wants to be here. Anytime you want to come in the morning, we're here Monday through Saturday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And then Sunday is an afternoon cuppa at 2 o'clock Eastern, where we share messages. So, all right, so it's almost time to go to our prayer list. Is there anything we need to be aware of before I call up the list and we go over those names? Annie Banani, we need to talk and see when we're going to get together, because I'm leaving a little earlier than I thought I would be from here. So I definitely want to see you again before I leave. And I'd love to get eyes on my little Grayson and just see if we can arrange that. Oh, you finally got Grayson on the bus. Okay. Well, I hope he has a good day at school. Lynn Marie, hello, my friend. How's everything back in Florida? I'll be coming down that way soon when I leave this place. Okay. Anything else? Any other prayers? Thank you, Deirdre, for our daily prayer. Let me put that up there so everybody can see it. We can focus in on what we hold front and center when we go into our prayer time. Sally, there you go. And Sally says that Tony is doing so good and I'm doing better. I've learned not to touch crystals, technology, cell phones, or laptops. That could make life interesting, couldn't it? Catherine, please pray for my mom. She has stomach cancer, and pray for me. I'm going through some challenges as well. We have you on our big prayer list. We lift you up every day, Catherine. And thank you, Julie. Prayers for all in need. So our daily prayer that Deirdre gives us is prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, support for parents of addicted children, and survival of our democracy. And thank you, Julie. Prayers for all in need. So if you have any other prayers, just put them in there, and I'm going to call up the list because it takes it a minute to get up on my screen. And there's Sally's. Prayers for the lost, the lonely, the forgotten, the unloved, the homeless, and for those who live in fear of another. Thank you. Thank you for that prayer. And Auntie Jean could use some prayers. Uh-oh. Well, sweetheart, let's just pray for whatever it was that wasn't good news to turn into good news with a miracle. How about that? Claim your miracle. And we're claiming you as our little miracle mountaintop guru. And let's get you healthy again. Michelle, there she is. Michelle Landers. And today is the very last day if you want to get into the class that Michelle and I are teaching tomorrow. And it's going to be awesome, you guys. There's a lot of P's that are going to be in there. And we're going to just have the most wonderful time figuring out what to do to become more abundant and what it is that we want to bring to us. So come be with us. It's going to be very interactive and fun. If you want to have fun, come hang out with me and Michelle, because we love to have fun. What's the song? Girls just want to have fun. All right, I am going to get our prayer list up. And if you have anything to add to it, any adjustments to be made, let me know that. And I think I need to upload it, so hang on. Because I do make adjustments to it through the week when you add somebody in or you take somebody off. Yeah, I can't find it. Yeah, technology's really messing with me this morning, you guys. Please remember our gizmo. I can't read Jean's comment just yet. Oh, wait, I can read it on my phone. The specialist for Gizmo is closed till Thursday. Prayers for Dave. He is devastated that this happened on his birthday with his kitty. Aw. We're going to lift up that sweet little cat. I've been sending him healing energy, and let's just see him get back into perfect health. See him able to run on all fours again and to be his beautiful, sassy self. All right, so here we go. And like I said, every one of these are names that you have added. It's our loving family, your loved ones, your place in the world. If there's any place in particular that needs more prayers and more lifted up, then we do that. And just remember, as we're reading these names, to send something from your heart. Just send an intention, send a prayer for whatever their situation is, to be acknowledged and to be answered for the best and highest good. Yeah, I know there's a lot going on with the energy blue. Thank you for sharing that. And Kathy, positive vibes for Colin as he tries to get back on track with his sober meetings and groups. Yeah, so we will. We're lifting him up. All right, so we pray for all of us, all the P's for peace. If you're here, you are a P for peace on earth, attention to human trafficking through Save Someone's Child, and support of parents through Guiding Grace. And that's for parents or any family member of those caught up in addiction. On our list is Prachetta, Prachir and Goofy, Aunt Mina and Neil Navriti, Jasmine and daughters, Anya and Myra and Mom Ronnie, Billy and Tim and their family, Sheila and Kevin and their family, Gary, Cecil Boone, and Loretta's children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, Nola, Joanne Castrillo, celebrating her birthday today. Prayers for her husband, John, and their family, especially her daughter, Jackie, and her grandson, Aris. Joanne's mom, Dolores Cook. Last I talked to Joanne, she was still in the hospital, but would be moved to rehab. LZ, Elaine, Deirdre, and her daughter, Dania, and Thump the cat. Deirdre's sister, Steph, and husband, Bob. Adriel, Joni, and John, and Carl. Tia Fernetti, Mickey. Suzanne Millard and her family, her daughter living with her now with the grandkids. And praying for the troop that her son-in-law has been deployed with, and all of them and their families. Jacob, Marietta and Ed, Leo Harley and his family, Lakshmi, Ken, Jim, Ryan, Josie, Tom and Mary, Tammy, Meg and Jim, Jean and Ron, and all the Lorio family. And Jean, we're lifting you up high today for healing. Mary Lou Burdick, Catherine and Michael Kovacs, her family and fur babies, and her mom, Lynn Nevins, Fred, Rosalind Good Vibes, Sally and Tony De La Rosa, Kathy and Bob Hand, and their family, especially Colin, going through his struggle right now, Bo and Candy Hand, Michael, Patty, Sonia, Paul and Marlene, Joe and his wife, Pat Moss and her family, Becky LaFave and Travis, Erica Hoppy and her family, Corinne, Charlie Coons and his family, Hope Wellington Marshall, Zena and the girls, and her parents, Winston and Cynthia, Andrea Gregg, Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana, Annie Seven and Grayson, Cassandra and Destiny Ortega, Luz Orsini and her grandkids, Christine Lewis, Gail and Nick Zimmerman, Jennifer and Micah, Oksana and her family, Herb, Caitlin and Aunt Gail, Isabel and Paul and their daughters, Beata and her daughter, Linda Lemieux, her sons and grandchildren, Linda's friend in Sarasota, Stacy and Josh Lord and their family, Mary Lord, and Brandy, I see you. Thank you for being here. We lift you up in prayer. You are on our list. Buster, Wayne, Blue Jean, and Dave, all the fur babies, but we especially lift up Gizmo today and prayers for healing for him. So glad that he's home. Dolly the horse, Chance the horse, Shasta the horse, Lindsay, Aunt Inga, Rose Sermon, Gary McCorkle, Brookie and her family, Brooks, Aunt Jeannie, the Girardi family, Jeanette and Ernie, Sean, Lillian in Norway, really needs our prayers right now, so let's lift her up and her family. Kathleen Caputo, baby Wyatt, baby Haven, baby Divine, and prayers for all of them going through their struggles. Kat, Steve, Candy, and Pastor Bruce, the Deerfield Valley in Vermont, Diogo Liao, Alba, Dottie and Dawn, Grace Isis and her family in Kenya, Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Karen Palmer and her family, Vicky King, Elaine Armstrong, Elena, Marianne, Henrik and Lorraine and John, Tammy Fisk and her family, Lori, Kelly, Rochelle Martinez and her mom, Stephen, Catherine, Ruth Anderson and her family, and travel prayers for them tomorrow when they come back to Colorado. Jeannie's sister Merle, the area of Boulder, Colorado, Deb Goldberg and her family, Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles and their family, Laura Hill, Julia Osborne, Sharon Rhea and her family, Sherry Gatewood and her brother-in-law, Benaiah Hummingbird, Tammy Hill and family, Phil B., Lynn Gallagher, Mary Crincoli and her family and friends, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Jose, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camilla and Nick. Lost my place. Lynn Andriozzi, who's with us this morning, Frank, Albie, Kenneth, Bobby, Mansi, Kamal, Akil and the Pakistan orphans, Yuri, Scott, Letitia, Mary, Joshua, James, Drake, Alicia Burns, Pam Dyke, Kimberly, Ellen, Susie Koff and Richard, Dido Clark and her son Harry, Terry Gilstad, Chiara, Marissa, Allie, Bree, Claudia, Marianne Pace and family, Cassandra and Danny Gary, Lenny, John Thaddeus Fiore, Kuka Carney and family, Carol Fisher, Deborah, Violet, Walter, Sue and grandchildren, Janie Stamler, Claudel Jackson, Debbie Carol Hawks, Carl, Chris Blake, Dante, Jerry, Kaylee, Trevor Jordan, Richard Weber, Charlotte Abrahams, Michelle Anders and her family, Keegan and Wyatt Linder, Barbara Kaufman McGillicuddy, Bradley Capone, Andy, Amanda Summer, Miles and Sarah, Joanne McConn-New, Whitney, Jude Doughton, Karen Gibbons and daughter, Julie Kiss and her mom, Courtney, Ryan, M, Pat, Sophia, Aaron Parker, Angelica Compamans, Peggy, Claire, Carrie Klingon Butcher and her family, and her dad, I think, is doing really well right now. Brian Hughes, Pat O'Connor, Yolanda, Sylvie Barnes, Robin Waters Dykes and her mom Jewel, Joey, Terry, Joanne and Leo, Sam, Matt, Charles and Nita, Yusha, Nancy Brodelsky, EC, Jen and Norm, Keith, Joe H., Marisol Soto, Deborah, Tyler, Chad Ehlers, and his daughter, Dick Waters, Milton Carbajal, Tomas Diaz, Cameron, Boris Zoffman, Jacqueline Carbajal, and David Riker, Solvi Barnes, Odd Barnes, Gun Ellen Sundahl, Maria Mitchinson Higman Simpson, Lisa Jo Davis, Jordan, Lydia, Benedita, Rebecca Stewart Rickardson, Sonia Kay, Miles, Anjali Baha, Paula Graca, David Brett, the Rowland family, Colleen, Helen Hickson, Richard Barnes, Cole Grayson, Brandy Chari, who's on her way to the doctor right now, JT, Francis Nalvin, Shana, Danielle Riveron and her family, Chris and Natika, Elise, Kara, Pam, Christine and Ed, Barbara and Diane, Kim, Catherine DeSanti, Mary Jane in Vermont, Carol Caruso, Val Meyer, Tasha, Jocelyn, Linda Kraft and family, Eric and John, Darlene Ose, Paul G., Liam G., Pam, Mivan and Vanya, Daniel McGraw, Minner Brumley, Rebecca Sherman, Joe Ketterer, and I believe the surgery is Friday for Joe, Gabrielle, Ina, Donna, Courtney, Nancy, Tammy Greco's family, Bailey, Jacob, Mary, Brian, Lily the puppy, Gabby Forrester, Don B. and his family, Vega family, Laura, Lisa Capola Matroni, Bobby, Elaine, Shiraz, Sharu, Sandy, Adil, Laura, Evelyn Smith, Beatrice, Amina, Israel and Middle East areas of conflict. I want to add in any areas of conflict, abused individuals and groups, Ashley Miller, Alina, Susanna, Lana, Grace Anna, Kim Coles Ventnor, Shoshana Sibring, Ilana, Stephen, Keith, LP, Adam Holmes, Bob Smith, Chris, Christina and Clint, Janine, Heather, Jim, Jennifer, Cassandra Brown, Henry, Tim Smith, Jeanette and Ernie, and Terry's voice so I can hold up through these prayers. Mark Hunter, Pat, Ainsley Grace and Mom, Kathleen Viscomi, Betty, Judy Dorn, Kelly, Alma Jean, Jim Mershon and his father and travel prayers for Jim, Diane Beiersdorfer, Rebecca Abraxas, Dana Rados, Darlene Trainer and Nala, Patricia, Jennifer Schwab and family, Steve Newman and Carol, the DeMartin family, Janet, Blue Sister Timmy, Margarita Estrada, Emerson, Diogo Muga, Luis Almeida, Patricia Torinas, Don Baker and his family, and especially his little daughter, and prayers for that situation. Norman Ratner and his cousin Tom, Richard Scarborough, Richard James, Kathleen's cousin in Florida, Andre Latrulia, Kathy's co-worker and supervisor, Rose, Danica and Annette, Don and Dar Strickler, Mike, Emmanuel from Zambia, Katie Alves, Lucy's mom Mary, Fendi Williams Weiss, and Vanette Hilma Mazel Cocahoon. I hope I said that right. Okay, so if there are others that we need to add on, just put it in the comments and I will adjust the list accordingly. Please speak to me clearly, Lord. Open my ears to hear your voice. Open my heart to commune with you more deeply. I want to feel your loving embrace. Open the doors that need to be opened and close the doors that need to be closed. And let's pray this prayer together. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. Thank you. Thank you to all of you who hold all of our people in prayer and those that are in our families, our extended families. I love you so much. And it is Leo time. So let me get back to that. And let's get on with this beautiful day that we have ahead of us. And bless each other with words of gratitude and love.
It's time to get up and get ready.
Thank you, Sally and Tony.
Perfect day to have a great day. Here we go,
Come on, come on.
It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you,
I love you. Joy. Oh, Joanne, I hope it's wonderful for you.
Joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today is a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Oh, Isabel, I sure will, honey.
There really is no secret. We simply accept,
Allow. AAA, y'all.
cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily
The
mantra is
doggies are
thank you, I love you,
dancing.
namaste.
All right, we're at the end of the song. Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all for being here today. I love you so much. Today at 1:11 is the World Peace Meditation, and then tomorrow is our class, Michelle Landers and I teaching Think and Grow Abundant. And then on Saturday is a healing circle. If you haven't checked it out yet, go to 10millionforworldpeace.org and you'll be able to sign up for that healing circle. All right. I love you all. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. So much prayers and love to each one that needs it, and healing energy sent to those who are struggling right now, especially little Gizmo. We love you. get better. And on to Jean, you too. All right. Bye, everyone. I'll see you later. Namaste.